Start recording. Camera chooser. Duration 0 seconds. Stop. Duration 0 seconds. Stop. Duration 2 seconds. Stop recording. Button. Speech off.
Hello everyone, so this is your homegirl Brie Katie, and I am so happy to have the privilege and the honor to have yours truly, another YouTuber, the Blind Coffee Man.
Yes.
So, how are you doing this afternoon, Blind Coffee Man?
I'm doing good, Brie Kitty. I actually need to have some coffee right now. I need to have some coffee. I can't decide what I want. We got blueberry muffin, which I don't remember whether I did for the channel or not. We've got Aspen Gold, which I know I did for the channel. You can check out that taste test. And I also have the peppermint cream coffee, which I taste tested a couple weeks ago. That stuff is good, by the way, and you may check all of the taste tests out. We even have for you, when I started the channel, we took a few minutes, it was a 2-hour recording. We descaled the coffee maker and we made a cup of coffee. So if you ever wonder how to descale a Keurig or Keurig machine, you may check that video out and you can learn how to descale a Keurig, a K-Select coffee maker.
Nice. So, we're so glad to have you here with us today. And so, my first question is, what is your eye condition, if you feel comfortable talking about it?
I had cataracts. I had scarred tissue in my optic nerve. I had microphthalmia. Not quite sure what that is, but I had shut up phone. Yeah, I had those. I had those things, and scarred tissue and microphthalmia. I had some cataracts, and it was all kinds of excitement going on back when I was born.
Mm-hmm.
It was so exciting I don't even remember because I was barely conscious.
Wow. So my next question for you, and I have asked this question to a former YouTuber that I'm sure all of you may know, Gabriel Acito. So I'm going to ask you to say something.
Yes, I actually have to subscribe to him. Shout out to you, Gabriel. So, yes, I need to subscribe to your channel, buddy. It's buried in my messages, so I will find you and subscribe to you as soon as we're done here.
So my question for you is, how do you feel about us blind individuals not capable of getting hired for a job?
Well, I'm very angry about that. I mean, but it's the bottom line. That's what these companies all deal with. They deal with the bottom line. If you have a blind person, we've talked about this, you have a little bit of sight. I'm totally blind. So if, you have a little bit of sight and I'm totally blind, chances are you're going to be hired over me because you may be able to do the same job without a whole lot of accommodations. So, because most companies, like I say, they look at the bottom line. So if they don't have to spend it, they won't.
Right.
But it's outrageous because, with a 75 to 85% unemployment rate, you would think, there are some blind people that don't want to work. There are some that want to work that can't work. But, you're limited by what you can do. Obviously, you can't do a job that requires a whole lot of driving. You got to hire somebody or things like that. So you can't do Instacart. I've said this to the sighted people in my life before. You have a lot of people in the blindness community who, if you're a sighted person out there, and shout out and much love to you sighted people who watch the channel. A lot of y'all, you can get in your car and go wherever you want. So if you want to make extra money, you can do Instacart. You can go drive for DoorDash or Grubhub or things like that. You can do Uber or Lyft. But somebody who's blind, they don't have those opportunities because we don't have the eyesight to drive. So a lot of us turn to what they call the direct sales. These are things like Avon and Mary Kay Cosmetics and Pampered Chef, Scentsy, things like that. You want to know about how to make candles and things like that. You can check out my friend Blind NASCAR Fan, or Amy, I forget her name. Try looking up Blind NASCAR Fan, and you may find her. She'll show you how to make candles and things like that. But she turned to the direct sales job. Now, I don't know if I would be good at the direct sales jobs because I don't really have, some of us just don't have the patience to sell anything. I went to, when you were, being blind, right? You go, there are two options for when you're blind. You get mainstreamed, which means you go to a regular school with sighted peers. And then there's the school of the blind where you go and you are around people like yourself. Well, when you're mainstream, you get certain opportunities. Like in middle school, they do these fundraisers. Yes, they do the A-Lady Stop.
Pardon that, y'all. That was my Alexa
exactly
device.
What we do. They do the fundraisers. They do the fundraisers where they A-Lady Stop. A-Lady, shut up. They do that. But yeah, these fundraisers in middle school, at least around here, back when I was growing up, they had, they would do the fundraisers for candy. They had there was a candy, it was called Katydids. They would sell those. And I remember, if you sold well, you could get like big prizes. There was like one of them, even though I don't have the patience for selling things, one of the things that they gave away in one of these Katydids fundraisers, they had an 8-pound chocolate bar.
Woo!
I actually won that chocolate bar. I couldn't figure out how to cut it so that I could eat it. But I won that thing. It was huge. But suffice it to say, it really frustrates and upsets me that we can't find work. And I worry because of, the current administration. I'm not going to sit here and get political on you, but I'm deeply worried about what's going to happen with the administration currently in office. So that is my take on the how I feel about that.
Right. Understood. And like I said to the former Gabriel Asito over there is, there's a lot of us that want to work, but the problem is that there's some sighted who don't want us in their kitchen with our guide dogs or whatever.
There's all kinds of discrimination. That's
They don't like
that's a big barrier. I mean, the big barrier is discrimination.
Mm-hmm.
The other big barrier is ableism. It's sort of like, well, you can't do that because you have, this disability or that disability or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, a lot of us can't because of the discrimination and because of the, because of all that, the ableism.
So my next question for you is, if you can pick anybody in the world, rather if it's a celebrity or your family member or whoever, who really inspires you to do what you do on your YouTube channel?
Well, I suppose that I would say, I mean, there are a few other people. I mean, Bree Kitty here, even though she's done this a whole lot shorter time than I. But, I thought about doing a YouTube channel for years, and, they have all kinds of unboxings and things like that. I wanted to do a radio show where I did unboxings and things like that. Don't order a whole bunch of stuff, but, they're saying that some people are reporting. Oh, shut up, phone. So, I mean, since I don't order a whole lot, and I was just going to say, I don't know if anybody saw the latest scandal, but I guess some people are reporting that they've gone and ordered things from, like, Amazon, and they come back with these empty packages.
What the
Like,
hell?
the packages come in the mail, but when they open them, they're like empty boxes and bags.
Okay, no, that is messed up.
I'm like, what the heck? Yeah, what the heck? I mean, but no, since I didn't want to unbox, I'm like, well, I like coffee, so, I mean, let's try different flavors of coffee. Let's try creamer. Let's try, let's try this stuff. Let's brew it up. So I started out with just a Keurig or Keurig machine. Ended up with that. As time drew on, I got a frother, like a stir stick type deal. And eventually I ended up, with, I tell you the story. This is actually a true story. I had a company. Well, there was a coffee that I would get from Amazon. It was butterscotch coffee.
Mm-hmm.
And I love the coffee. I would have it every Friday when I did the Relaxation Station, which you can check out every Friday from 4 to 8 p.m. Eastern.
His is a very, very good. The Relaxation Station is awesome. They got good music. You can even request a song if you like. Is that still up, right?
Well, yeah, you can do whatever. I'll talk to you. We talk about NASCAR. Which this week we're gonna talk about the Cookout Clash from the Bowman Gray Stadium in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. We're going to talk about that. We'll play some of your favorite tunes, but when I with this show, I love the butterscotch coffee.
Mm-hmm.
And the problem was one day they stopped making it. Went to Amazon to place an order because I was out. I wanted more. And it's like, okay, well, we this product is not available. We don't know when or if it's going to return. Darn. Well, okay, wait a few days, come back again. Well, this product is unavailable. We don't know if or when it will be in stock. Well, double darn. Yeah, now I'm getting concerned. So I find the company's website and I go on there, I look through their flavors only to find that my butterscotch coffee has been discontinued. What the heck? So I have to find another butterscotch coffee. So I went and I found one. For a while, they made it in the K-cups. Eventually, this company also stopped making it in the K-cups. So I had to go and buy whole bean. So what happened was I found, yours truly, the blind coffee man, when it comes to Thanksgiving dinner. I love a nice slice of coconut cream pie with my dinner. So I went and, I saw that they had coconut cream coffee. I'm like, well, will this be anything like coconut cream pie? Well, I wanted to try it, but it was whole bean, which means that basically whole bean coffee, basically they give you the coffee beans. Mm-hmm. And you have a special machine, a coffee grinder. And you put the beans in the grinder and you hit a button and they grind it up. I've talked about grinders and the different types on the Blind Coffee Man. I've explained that. So, went to my sister's and she's like, well, what do you want for Christmas? I said, well, I want this coconut cream coffee. And all right, it's like, well, I'm going to need a grinder. This is the grinder I want. So I selected one. All right. So I got it for Christmas. Got a butterscotch, 12 ounces of butterscotch and 12 ounces of coconut cream. Had to run it, through the grinder, but, you will see videos of me running the grinder that I can grind up coffee. I believe I had to grind up my pumpkin spice, which is gone, but it was delicious. I had to grind my eggnog, there was a Reese's peanut butter cup coffee that they had back in October, and I tried that. And so, had to get the grinder. Got the grinder, got the coffee, ground it up, and the rest that they say is history, and some of those are videos that you now have on the Blind Coffee Man.
Nice. Oh, well, so the next two questions is really simple. So the next question is, so besides doing your coffee take on your YouTube channel, what other things do you like to do that is very entertaining for yourself besides doing your videos on coffee on your YouTube channel?
Well, I like to read. I mean, I never got into the whole TikTok thing, but
I barely go on TikTok.
I mean, some people get into that. They do the whole Instagram, Snapchat. I don't do that.
I do Instagram, but I do not do Snapchat.
I like to read. I read books. I read romance novels.
Yes.
I like the old. I tell you what really. I tell you what really makes me happy. They have the old Amish fiction, like the Amish fiction romance novels.
I like reading those.
And I read those.
Mm-hmm.
I'm into technology. I do a lot of computer related things. I wouldn't really call it a business. I don't charge. I mean, I pay for it, but I don't charge anybody for anything. But I host like Team Talk servers, and Team Talk is a conferencing client for the PCs and Macs and Linux, Android and iOS and all that. So I host servers there. I host a server for Bree Kitty. Sometimes we go and we hang out up there and watch SpongeBob episodes and things like that. We go and do that. We just hang out. In addition to hanging out, here like we are now.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what I do. I do that. I know how to code websites and things like that. So I should learn some more programming languages. And of course, as we mentioned, my broadcast, that's very entertaining to myself. I do the relaxation station. You can also check out the Bro Show, which is on Saturdays. It's from 2 to 7 p.m. Eastern on 98.6 The Mix. It's server 2. You can join my colleague, the creator of Nick, and you can join my colleague Puff, the magic Plinko chip who lives by the sea. And you can check him, Nick V. You can check out Plinko Chip and Nick and James's blog. You can check them out. Yes, I can hear you. I can hear him now. Shut up. Yeah. I hear you playing, Nick V. So, yeah, I help him. We play games on the channel, and I help him out. The Bro Show. By the way, the relaxation station is on 98.6 The Mix, the main server. The Bro Show is on server 2. And so, the relaxation station is on from 4 to 8 p.m. Eastern, 3 to 7 Central. And the Bro Show, 2 to 7 Eastern, 1 to 6 Central on Saturday.
Woo-hoo!
Yeah, just listen for me. Plinko will be there too, but so will I. So. Tune in to Plinko Chip and myself.
Oh my god, I can't. So, to wrap up things, this is the last question, unfortunately, but, the show must go on.
Of course.
So, my last question is, what can we expect on your YouTube channel next? Like, what new coffees do you want to try on your YouTube channel next?
Carrie Bennett, shout out to you, Carrie. I know you're in a meeting right now, but you'll know that I mentioned your name when you see this.
Carrie.
We love you, Carrie.
We love you.
We love you. Well, I have to do this the Gabriel Acito way. We love you, Carrie. We love you, Carrie.
Shout out to Carrie Bennett and Gabriel Acito. We love you.
Yeah, we love you both. But anyway, what I'd like to do, she mentioned mocha. The mocha, I've had like the peppermint mocha. They do that. I'd like to try. I'd like to have Bananas Foster. We've tried creme brulee coffee, which I need to actually order some more of. Bree Kitty here was talking about, like I said, the Bananas Foster coffee. And I've never had Bananas Foster, but I haven't had creme brulee either, but the coffee's pretty darn good. So I'm going to get some mocha, some Bananas Foster. There are other different flavors. I'd like to find a new chocolate coffee because they had one from Donut House brands. However, I have not been able to get them from Amazon anymore. So I don't know if they still make them or if they're sold out or what the deal is, and I don't know if I tried it yet. Donut Shop has, they have Boston Cream, my favorite when I go to Dunkin', Boston Cream Donut. So that is what you can expect on that.
All right, let's give it up for the Blind Coffee Man. Woo! And again, this is your homegirl, Bree Kitty, and thank you so much, Blind Coffee Man. And
you're
please
welcome.
Continue to subscribe to his channel, subscribe to Life of Michelle. Shout out to you, girl, and her other channel, if I'm saying this right. Michelle, don't kill me if I'm not. But I believe it's called All Things Michelle. So please continue to follow her. And most of all, continue to subscribe to the one and only me. And if you guys would like to be a guest on my videos or etc., we do have a hotline. And you can easily text or call this number at 910-377-1529. And yeah, so again, thank you again, Blind Coffee Man. It was a pleasure interviewing you. And for all of you that follow my Facebook page and my YouTube channel, you guys will be getting first dibs on this early. But for the rest of you kitty cats out there who is on my YouTube channel, who has not followed my Facebook pages for my YouTube channel, you will be seeing this video upload and premiered, and it will premiere at 5 p.m. Eastern Time and 4 p.m. Central. So again, thank you so much, Blind Coffee Man, and thank you everyone else. Bye-bye.
Speech on. Duration. Stop recording.